بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello and welcome everyone to this English session. So my name is Taqwa Noweri. I am a teacher of English and I will be your teacher and your guide through this session. So let's start. So here's our lesson plan for this session. First, we are going to review how to form a sentence with comparative of equality or inequality. Second, third, and fourth, we are going to deal with task 1, 2, and 3, page 36 on your school book. So let's start. So first, we are going to review how to form sentences with comparatives of equality or inequality. Let's start with comparatives of equality. So here we have to use the preposition as. Let's see how to form the sentence. Subject plus verb to be. It can be in the present simple or in the past simple tense. Plus the preposition as. Plus adjective. Plus as. Plus noun. Let's see an example of a sentence. So, Eiffel Tower is the subject. Is, verb to be, here it is in the present simple. Preposition as. The adjective is beautiful. Preposition as. And Pisa Tower is the noun. So we have Eiffel Tower is as beautiful as Pisa Tower. So here Pisa Tower and Eiffel Tower are equal in beauty. Now comparatives of inequality. Here we have just to add not plus the preposition as. Let's see how to form the sentence. Subject plus verb to be. It can be in the present or the past. Plus not, plus as, plus adjective, plus as, plus noun. Let's see an example. La Sagrada Familia is the subject. La Sagrada Familia is a landmark in Spain. Is, verb to be in the present simple. Not, as. The adjective is famous as, and we have the noun Pisa Tower. So here Pisa Tower and La Sagrada Familia are not equal in fame. So Pisa Tower is more famous than La Sagrada Familia. So here we have to use not. Not expresses inequality. Now that we have seen how to form sentences about equality and inequality, please open your school book on page 36. So here we have a task. Task 1 reads, I pay attention to the information between brackets and fill in each blank in my copybook with as or not as. So here we have 4 sentences from A to D and we have 4 gaps from 1 to 4. We are going to fill in these gaps with as or not as. Let's quickly read the sentences. A. Eiffel Tower in Paris, 300 meters, is tall as Burj Khalifa in Dubai, 828 meters. B. The preserved part of the Great Wall of China, 8,851 kilometers, is almost long as the distance between London and Beijing by plane, 8,151 kilometers. C. Kachawa Mosque in the Qasbah of Al-Jiz, built around 1612, is nearly old as Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul, built between 1609 and 1616. D. Windsor Castle in Windsor, 50,000 square meters, is large as Buckingham Palace in London, 77,000 square meters. Windsor is a small town 37 kilometers west of London, where the Queen's royal residence of Windsor Castle is situated. So here you have 3 minutes to do the task. So thank you for trying. Let's do the task together. Let's start with A. Eiffel Tower in Paris is not as tall as Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So here Eiffel Tower is 300 meters tall and Burj Khalifa is 828 meters tall. So we can see here that they are not equal. Burj Khalifa is taller than Eiffel Tower. B. The preserved part of the Great Wall of China, 8,851 kilometers, is almost as long as the distance between London and Beijing by plane, 8,151 kilometers. So here we use as to express equality, and we have the word almost. Almost, it means they are near, they are very close. So here we have 8,000 for Great Wall of China, 8,000 for the distance between London and Beijing, but there is a slight difference between the two. You have 800 for Great Wall of China and 100 for the distance between London and Beijing. So here we use as, and we use almost to express a slight difference between the two. They are equal, but they are not very equal. C. Kichawa Mosque in the Qasbah of Algiers, built around 1612, is nearly as old as Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul, built between 1609 and 1616. So here we have the dates. For Kichawa Mosque we have 1612, and for Sultan Ahmed Mosque we have 1609. So they are near. There is a slight difference between the two as well, and this slight difference is expressed in the word nearly. It means closely. It means almost equal. D. Windsor Castle in Windsor, 50,000 square meters, is not as large as Buckingham Palace in London, 77,000 square meters. So here we can see that the surface of Buckingham Palace is larger than that of Windsor Castle. So it is 77,000 square meters for Buckingham Palace, which is large, and 50,000 square meters for Windsor Castle, which is not as large as Buckingham Palace. Thank you for trying. On the same page of your school book, page 36, let's move to task 2. Task 2 says, I compare and join each pair A and B in my copybook using as, or not as in the example. Sometimes you may find two possible answers. Let's first read the task, and then we are going to look at the example. So here we have 5 sentences, each sentence with 2 parts. We are going to combine the 2 parts using as or not as. 2. A. The Algerian painter Omar Rasim is talented. B. The Algerian painter Mohammed Isyakhem is talented too. 3. A. When he died, the Algerian writer Mouloud Faraoun was not very old. B. When he died, the Algerian writer Mouloud Ma'ammari was older than Mouloud Faraoun. 4. A. Traveling by plane is exciting. B. Cruising on a ship is more exciting than traveling by plane. 5. A. The Royal Museum of Mauritania, located near Tibsة, is an interesting historic monument. B. The Royal Museum of Medghassan, located near Batna, is another interesting historic monument. Now let's look at the example and how to combine these 2 sentences. So here we have a sentence with 2 parts, A and B. A. The Italian painter, sculptor, architect and poet Michelangelo is famous. B. The Italian painter, scientist and engineer Leonardo da Vinci is famous too. So here too is an adverb that expresses similarity. It means they are similar, they are the same. First, before we combine the 2 sentences, we need to underline the adjective in the sentence to use with as or not as. So here we have a similar adjective, famous. Let's see how to combine these 2 sentences. Michelangelo is as famous as Leonardo da Vinci. this is the first way of writing this sentence. So here Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci are equal. They are both famous. Second way of writing this sentence is Leonardo da Vinci is as famous as Michelangelo. So you can write Leonardo da Vinci the first, or you can write it the last. You can start with Michelangelo, or you can end with his name. So here, because they are equal, we can use both at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Now you have 3 minutes to do the task quickly on your copybooks. So let's correct our task together. So we have 2 with 2 parts A and B. The Algerian painter Omar Rassim is talented. B. The Algerian painter Mohamed Isyakhem is talented too. So we said here that 2 expresses similarity. It means they are the same, they are equal. But first let's underline our adjectives in the 2 sentences. So we have the same adjective, talented. So here's how to write the sentence in 2 ways. The first way, Omar Rassim is as talented as Mohamed Isyakhem, or Mohamed Isyakhem is as talented as Omar Rassim. 3. When he died, the Algerian writer Mouloud Faraoun was not very old. He was a bit young. B. When he died, the Algerian writer Mouloud Maamri was older than Mouloud Pharaon. He was older in age than Mouloud Pharaon when he died. So here we don't have equality, we have inequality between them. Inequality in age when both died. So we write our sentence as the following. When he died, Mouloud Pharaon was not as old as Mouloud Maamri. Let's move to sentence 4. A. Traveling by plane is exciting. B. Cruising on a ship is more exciting than traveling by plane. So here we have more with the adjective exciting. So more expresses inequality. Cruising on a ship is more exciting than traveling by plane. So we form our sentence. Traveling by plane is not as exciting as cruising on a ship. Sentence 5. A. The Royal Museum of Mauritania, located near Tebsة, is an interesting historic monument. B. The Royal Museum of Medghassan, located near Batna, is another interesting historic monument. So here we have the adjective interesting, and they are equal. They are both equal. They are both interesting. So we write our sentence as follows. The Royal Museum of Mauritania is as interesting as the Royal Museum of Medghassan, or we can say the Royal Museum of Medghassan is as interesting as the Royal Museum of Mauritania. Thank you for trying again. So let's move together to task 3 on the same page. So I read the question. I choose 2 landmarks and 2 outstanding figures from my country and all the world and compare them in my copybook using as and not as in tasks 1 and 2 that we have dealt with. So here we have a set of adjectives to help you. Modern, long, elegant, high, old, impressive, small, creative, beautiful, interesting, wonderful, puzzling, big, attractive, strange, intriguing. You have 3 minutes to do the task. Let's move to task 3 on the same page. I read the question. I choose 2 landmarks and 2 outstanding figures from my country or the world and compare them in my copybook using as and not as in tasks 1 and 2 that we have dealt with. So here we have some examples of adjectives that you can use. Modern, long, elegant, high, old, impressive, small, creative, beautiful, interesting, wonderful, puzzling, big, attractive, strange, intriguing. So you have 3 minutes to do the task quickly on your copybooks. Here we have some examples. First, the botanical garden of Al-Hamma in Algiers is as impressive as the ski resort of Tikjda in Bouira. Second, the Golden Gate in San Francisco is not as old as Tower Bridge in London. Third, the Algerian writer Yasmin Khadra is as creative as the playwright Abdelkader Alloula. And the last one, Hasiba bin Bali was as courageous as Jamila Bouhiret. Please write your answers in the sections of the comments below. And thank you for trying. So that's it for our session. Thank you for being attentive and see you next session, inshallah. If you have any questions, please comment in the section below. Thank you. Bye.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.